we defy the existing boundaries of distance and explore the infinite possibilities of imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, the long-anticipated Asus Zenfone 3 Zoom, built for photography. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Designed to give you the most exceptional photography experience. With 3 world-class prime lenses on board, you can freeze every moment in time at the touch of your fingertip. It is the dream machine for everyone who loves photography. First, we give you up to 12 times zoom with a seamless combination of hardware and software technology. The perfect fusion of optical and digital zoom breaks through the distance barrier and gives you clarity. With a 59mm focal length, no man or woman will ever be distorted, and their best features will be displayed in the most artistic manner. Since the main camera still plays a very critical role for photography, we have dedicated the best of Asus camera technology to give you unprecedented image quality. We utilized the world's top-class Sony IMX362 sensor with the largest f1.7 aperture and our exclusive super pixel technology to achieve this miraculous camera performance. Especially for night photography, low light and excessive backlight conditions, our technology thrives on making a dramatic difference in image quality. The combination of a large f-stop, along with a larger sensor and our exclusive noise reduction technology, produces 10 times more light sensitivity than industry standard. Even when compared to the top phone in the market, we still win by 2.5 times. The Asus Super Pixel technology consists of our exclusive Super Pixel engine, which runs our exclusive super fast, multi-stage, multi-frame noise reduction algorithm to achieve the highest level of light sensitivity and image quality. We have improved our superior Tri-Tech autofocus significantly with our second generation laser autofocus and subject tracking, continuous autofocus, and the most critical, dual pixel PDAF. That activates 100% of the pixels for face detection autofocus, which is 20 times more than industry standards. Extremely critical for night photography and low light conditions, which are difficult to capture and focus. But with our 10 times light sensitivity and dual pixel PDAF, together with our second generation laser autofocus and continuous autofocus, you can capture far better images than any other phones in the market. Front camera is extremely critical for a beautiful selfie. That is why we have spared no effort to deliver 2 times more light sensitivity onto a superior 30 megapixel wide angle front camera. As easy as it is for everyone to take good photos on the Zenfone Free Zoom, it also has manual features built in to fulfill the needs of professional photographers. Most importantly, you can enjoy the most incredible photography experience of switching between the 59mm and the 25mm lenses to zoom in and zoom out to find the perfect viewing angle. Even you can enjoy the total experience of being a professional photographer. With Qualcomm's supreme power efficient Snapdragon 625 processor, leveraging the most advanced 14nm FinFET process technology, combining with a 5,000 mAh battery, we alleviate the most painful consumer suffering when using a smartphone. In addition, we give you the world's longest 4K video recording time on a smartphone, an unprecedented 6.4 hours, and 8.5 hours of social media streaming. With all these incredible photography features and supreme battery life, we still managed to deliver the world's thinnest and lightest 5.5-inch smartphone with a 5,000 mAh battery. We give you a sensational display equipped with Full HD AMOLED. The brand new Corning Gorilla Glass 5 and 500 nits of brightness. It also comes in 3 stylish colors. Ladies and gentlemen, the impeccable Asus Zenfone Free Zoom, built for photography with 3 world-class prime cameras, Asus exclusive super pixel technology, extremely power efficient Qualcomm Snapdragon 625, and 5,000 milliampere hour of battery. All inside such a slim and stylish 5.5-inch smartphone. It is indeed a dream machine that fits in your pocket. Stay tuned. It will be available in February. Thank you. Thank you. Imagination, the fundamental element of all creations. It's time for smartphones to enter a new era, one that will unleash a whole new world of creativity and endless possibilities. The one feature that has everyone talking. MIT Tech Review calls it the next must-have smartphone feature. Without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, meet the world's first Tango-enabled and Daydream-ready smartphone, the Asus Zenfone AR. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. The Zenfone AR has a tri-cam system that consists of 3 rear cameras designed for motion tracking, depth sensing, and high-resolution images in a slim and stylish smartphone form factor. Tango adds area learning, motion tracking, and depth perception capabilities to Zenfone AR, so it can allow you to enjoy mobile augmented reality. This new technology enables you to do more, play more, and explore more. From online shopping to tackling your home improvement projects, the Zenfone AR allows you to have the most immersive and yet practical shopping experience. It enables interaction with virtual objects that appear to be in the real world for the most mesmerizing AR entertainment. The Zenfone AR is the first Tango-enabled smartphone that is also Daydream ready. It's designed to give you the most immersive virtual experience with a WQHD Super AMOLED display and a high-fidelity sensor set that precisely tracks your head movement. With plenty of fascinating contents available, the Daydream ecosystem is gearing up to serve all of your VR multimedia needs. Together with a VR headset and controller by Google, you can relax in your personal VR cinema, play games that puts you in the center of action or go anywhere you want to go. And explore the wonders of the world in the comfort of your own space. With our exclusive Zen UI 360, you can create, view, and share 360 content without having to download any third-party apps. We are very excited to be the first to enable Tango and Daydream onto one slim and stylish smartphone. Without further delay, allow me to introduce Eric to tell us more about this immersive experience. Eric?
How's everybody doing? My name is Eric Urbanson, and it's my pleasure to be here for this next section, which I hope you guys are going to get really excited about. As Johnny mentioned, with the advent of AR and VR technology, this is really the next wave in technology that's going to get consumers excited about smartphones. And we know it's one thing to talk about a great, stylish, and sleek device, but consumers are also looking for a great app ecosystem and a great experience on their device. And that's why this next section is going to be really exciting, I think, for you guys, where we're going to actually do a bit of a test drive for you so you can see the experience of these amazing apps on the Zenfone AR. And as Johnny showed, there's a number of great applications out there. And we're going to just share with you a couple of these exciting applications today so you can see the full experience of the Zenfone AR. Now, at Asus, we've been working very closely with the Google Tango team to help develop this device and a lot of these different applications. And we have a very special guest from the Google Tango team who's here today to help with this next section and to do this demo. So please help me in welcoming Mr. Johnny Lee, the Director of Engineering from Google Tango. Johnny?
Thanks, Eric. Thanks, everyone, and it's absolutely great to be here. It's probably not hard to argue that technology has become a pretty essential part of all of our lives. We communicate, we search, we look for entertainment, we learn, all using these incredible devices, these computing devices that fit in the palm of our hands. And as much as our smartphones do today, we think that they can do much more, and what we'd like to do as part of our team is continue to advance the technology and give people more value in the devices they have. Yeah. So in collaboration with Asus, with the Zenfone AR, we're giving customers more options and more choices when they want to have these kind of capabilities in the next phone that they decide to buy. And as Johnny mentioned, the sleek design of the Zenfone AR is a 5.7-inch phone. Which is actually a pretty amazing achievement, both at the intersection of design and technology for both Asus and Qualcomm, which have been two really great partners on this device. And so my congratulations to the design team on putting so much technology into an elegant form factor.
Great. Thank you.
In addition to growing the number of Tango-enabled hardware devices, we expect dozens of Tango-enabled apps to be coming out in the next few months. Already in the Google Play Store are a few classic games with sort of AR twists on them. This includes games like Hot Wheels and Dominoes. And there's also utility apps that help you visualize products in your space, like Wayfair and Lowe's. So there's something growing for everyone in the app ecosystem. And one of the new apps that we'd like to show you for the first time here on the stage today is from one of our new partners that also shares our vision on how this technology could actually help change the way people might actually shop for clothing using their phones. So please help me welcome on stage the president of Gap, Jeff Kirwan.
Excellent.
I'd first like to start just by thanking Google, Asus, and Avimetric for letting me come up here and speak a little bit today. I've been given an incredible opportunity to work for Gap Inc. for over 12 years. I've had a chance to work for Gap brand, some of our other sub-brands, and I've worked across geographies in the United States, Asia, and everywhere else around the world. And in doing business in over 50 countries and working for this company for so long, it's become really clear to me what we have to do to take market share and win in this really difficult environment. And it first starts with product, meaning every single time a customer shops with us, we have to give them on-trend product that when they put it on, it feels great, they love it, they want to keep wearing it, and they want to come back and shop with us again. It has to be built with quality that for the price is better than people can find in any one of our competitors. And it also has to fit just right. Regardless of your body size or shape, whether you're a 4 or a 14, every single time you shop with us, our product has to fit you just perfect. Now, as a brand, of course, we have to make great product, but we also have to provide a really rich customer experience. And an experience for us that we think is going to be important for our customers is one that's effortless. It's easy, it's frictionless, but it's also inspirational. And so on that journey, we have to understand where our customers are today, but more importantly, where they're going to be in the future. And what we're seeing is one of the most dramatic shifts in retail that has happened in this environment in years. So now more than ever, people are going on to social networks to be able to get inspired on what type of clothes they buy. And they're also going through the journey in a relationship with a brand different than they've ever done before. And largely, they're starting off and potentially transacting on a mobile device. So for us, we need to meet our customers everywhere, anywhere, and anytime they want to interact with our brand. And one of the biggest hurdles that we find when we're trying to engage with customers on a smartphone is that they can see how a product fits on their body type. So by working with everybody here, we're going to talk a little bit about one step in a journey that we're going to try to take to make that experience inspirational and effortless. So to really be able to see how a product fits on a body, we need to be able to understand the product attributes that go into every product that we sell. So whether it's an Oxford shirt or a knit program or a drapey dress, they all fit differently on a body. So if we can crack the code of taking away that threshold that a customer might have of wondering, is this product going to look great on my body type? Is it going to fit me just perfect? That's a threshold that's existed for e-commerce and people who have been trying to shop for products online since e-commerce was born. And so this is one small step in a journey for us to see if we can remove that threshold and that inconvenience for a customer so they can really see the product and how it's going to fit on their body type. But rather than talk about it anymore, I'll turn it over to Johnny for a bit of a demo for you. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. So let me show you a little bit of some of the features that Jeff talked to you about, but live running on the new Zenfone AR. So this is the dressing room app by Gap. And what it has in here is a panel here for a few different types of clothing. And one of the things I want to mention is that shopping for clothing or making the clothing shopping experience has generally been notoriously difficult. When you look at a thumbnail of images like this on the phone or on a website, it's really hard to get a sense for exactly how well the garment will lay on the form and how the clothing will drape and the sizing and fit as Jeff described. And so what's unique about this experience is that it dramatically improves the shopping experience that we feel like that can be made for clothing. So rather than just stick with these 2D mocks where we have female and male clothing, I can say, let's start shopping for some shorts. I know it's wintertime, but say we're planning for like a resort trip to get away from the cold weather, and I need a new pair of shorts. So what I can do is I can take this second item, which is the side stripe shorts. I tap on it and drag it to the carpet. And it's going to ask me for, well, what's my body size? And I'm very much on the sort of extra large side of things. But when I press try it on, it actually loads a 3D mannequin that actually represents my body type. And this is actually using Gap's accurate fit model that they use when they're designing clothes. Now, the neat thing about the tracking that we provide is that we can actually look at the garment from different angles. And he's registered there on stage kind of as though he's in front of me, and he's accurate in terms of physical size. So if I come down here, I can actually look at the details on the shorts, and I can even get up close to some of the stitching. And I'm not actually very big on short shorts, so I actually like to have my shorts go a little bit below the knee. And so I can move it to extra large, and I can see how the garment changes in length and fit as I choose these different options. So say I'm shopping for something for my wife. So let's drag over this other dress, and it loads a female model. This is a mixed print split neck top. But my wife actually isn't a size 10 as this model loaded up by default. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this to change the body type and change it down to size 2, which is closer to the size of my wife. And it loads in a new model that's a little bit smaller. And you can see that the clothing is actually represented with all of its folds and creases. But what's really important to know is that what's interesting that Gap and Avametric did is that this is not a handcrafted 3D model. This actually takes Gap's CAD designs for their clothing, and Avametric uses physics simulation from the special effects industry to actually simulate how the clothing will fit on this particular model. And so this doesn't have to require hours and hours of professional modeling time. It's simply a computer simulation of the physics. And so when I change the size of the shirt, it shows how it fits. But the difference between the small and the extra small is noticeable because when I have the small up, you can see that it hides a lot of the contours of the mannequin. When I press on the extra small, which is more appropriate for this particular mannequin size, it fits much better on the mannequin and shows much more contour of the body. And so all of these things help provide consumers more confidence that the item that they're actually going to commit to purchase is really the one that they really want. And of course, you can see there's a purchase button on the bottom of the screen. So let's take another look at another interesting feature of this, which is just being able to compare multiple sizes at the same time. So this is loading up a model for a large male figure, and we're looking at the t-shirt. But I'm shopping for my brother, who's a little bit smaller than me. This is a model that I can rotate sideways. But what I can do is I can press on the plus button. And what it will do is actually create a duplicate model with the same garment. What I can do is I can tap on this model and say, put a medium on this one, and put an extra large on this one. And you can already see the difference between how tight the fabric appears to be on the particular model. And this is a result of the work that Avametric does with the physics simulation. And this is something that you actually can't really do in real life, because you can't actually copy your body twice and view yourself under two different shirt types. But since these are digital figures, we can show sort of a virtual showroom in front of us. So this is a dressing room by Gap, and it's an app that we expect to be available on the Play Store by the end of January.
Cool. Thanks, John.
Okay. So let's take a look at another app, a game this time, by Hot Wheels.
And I think what's cool with that, Johnny, as well, just is you can really see how the Zenfone AR's, the TriCam system, works together with Tango to really make sure that you're delivering the most accurate information, which is extremely important. The other thing, too, to note as well is with the Zenfone AR, you've got a Sony IMX318 sensor, 23 megapixel, which really helps to make sure that you're getting that true-to-life image and experience when you're using apps like this, which I think is really going to revolutionize the way that consumers are shopping and interacting with products. So, and as we go in, and I think another thing too to kind of make mention as well with the Zenfone AR, as Johnny mentioned, it's got a WQHD Super AMOLED display, which is really important whether you're using the dressing room app by Gap or you're even using this Hot Wheels demo to really make sure that the image quality and the colors are coming through as strongly as possible.
Are we able to get the phone signal up?
Okay.
Ah, there we go.
Cool.
So this is the Hot Wheels app, done in partnership between Mattel and Milk Room Studios. And it's one of the great things about Hot Wheels is that when you were a kid, you could turn your whole living room into a racetrack or a play space. But you had to keep track of all the different plastic pieces and cars, and it was kind of a pain to clean up. And so what this app does is it allows you to have sort of a virtual play set that's placed in front of you. And what we have here is a set of challenges in the game that have you get a Hot Wheels car from the start to the finish. But you can see that the track isn't quite finished. We have to help complete the track in order to complete this challenge. Now to do this, I can simply walk up, and I get this hand icon, which lets me grab this piece of track. And if I was using a traditional phone app, I'd have probably virtual joysticks on the screen and buttons to move it left and right or up and down. But because I have the full tracking capabilities of the phone, I simply drag it around the table to where I want it to be. Now, one of the things when I drag it to this part of the track, you'll see that it's too low. It's actually at the level of the table. So in order to raise the height of the track, rather than fidget with a set of buttons on the screen, all I do is I raise the height of the phone and drop it. So all I had to do is move my hand up, and just in real life, just like in real life, the track piece goes up. So let me go to the start position and launch the car. And he makes it over the hump and hits the soccer ball. So that's just an example of one of the tutorials. But one of the neat things about the app is that we can actually see tracks that other people have built. So let me go to the community track page and actually load up one of these showcase tracks. And you can see there's a lot more stuff going on here on this track. There's soccer balls, there's bowling pins, there's robots, there's other Matchbox cars, there's other Hot Wheels cars that can be launched when the car goes by. And we have these little booster systems which will allow the car to pick up speed when it goes by. So I won't be able to talk through everything going on this track, so I'll just go ahead and start it off and be the cameraman for you. So click on launch, give it some power, and here we go. So over to loop-de-loop, launches the second car. And knocks over the robot. And there's another car here, knocks over the bowling pin. So you can see that I can film the race from a bunch of different angles, and all I have to do is walk around it as if I was, filming this virtual playset right in front of me. And as I mentioned, to clean up, all I have to do is hit reset, and everything's put in back in its own place.
Very cool.
So that's the Hot Wheels app. That's already in the Play Store.
Excellent, cool. And as you can see, as Johnny was kind of moving around and sort of interacting with the app, you can see that's why it's really important to have a super slim and sleek device like the Zenfone AR, as opposed to a bigger, clunkier device. This really helps you to interact with everything that you're doing. And I think one of the other things, too, that's really important, as I talked before about accuracy and how the TriCam system works together with Tango, motion tracking and depth perception. But the other thing is also efficiency. So it has, you know, a dedicated inertial measurement unit, as well as it's able to transfer the data at 2.5 milliseconds. So it's extremely fast to make sure that you're getting that information as quickly as possible to make sure that you can really bring these apps and experiences to life. So thanks for that. That's really great. And this is just the start, right? Like there's so much more that people can get excited about as we move forward with AR and VR.
That's right. So as we continue to, you know, these are just a couple of experiences that we've been able to showcase for you today. But as we continue to invest in the technology and work with our app partners, expect the quality and sophistication of these apps to grow as they better understand how to build in this new type of gameplay genre. There's a lot of new type of mechanics and a lot of new sensor capabilities that it'll take some time for developers to really create great experiences around it. So we do agree, it really is just the beginning. And when we allow developers to attach virtual objects to places in physical spaces and start to anchor information in the world around us, we've shown demonstrations in the past where we can start to leave permanent labels in places like museums and giving visitors much more information about the paintings or statues that they might see. So you'll start to see more of that later this year as we start to see the content from partners mature.
Cool.
So, you know, in through 2017, we'll be very heavily focused on developers, finding new partners who really want to create new and great experiences and continue to refine the technology, you know, making things better and increasing the capabilities of APIs, leading ultimately to richer apps and games.
Great. Excellent. Thank you. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited. You know, those were two amazing demos by Johnny. And again, the future is extremely bright. Tons of new apps that are going to come out. And the Zenfone AR is really going to help to bring these to life. So please give a real warm round of applause for Johnny Lee. Thanks, Johnny, for being here.
Thank you very much.
That's awesome. All right, and now to continue on, we still got lots more to share with you, so please help me in welcoming back onto stage our chairman, Mr. Johnny Shi.
Thank you, Eric, Johnny, and Jeff for that amazing demonstration. As you can imagine, a phone with both AR and VR capability needs to be very powerful. The Asus Zenfone AR is the first smartphone equipped with 8 GB of RAM with our exclusive vapor cooling system and a customized Qualcomm Snapdragon S821 optimized for Tango. Without further delay, please join me to welcome our longtime friend and partner, Mr. Cristiano Amon of Qualcomm.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Good morning, everyone. I think we're still
The
in the
stage
first.
is all yours.
Thank you. We're still in the first week, so Happy New Year, everybody. We're very, very excited to be here talking to you about, you know, the launch of 2 industry firsts with our partner Asus. So, first one, the Zenfone AR is the first commercial Tango-enabled device powered by the premium tier Snapdragon 821. Also, the Zenfone 3 Zoom is the first Snapdragon 625 smartphone with a dual camera technology. So we're very happy to be here, part of this event, with this announcement of 2 industry firsts with Qualcomm Snapdragon technology, and both using our 14 nanometer you know, chipsets. Our collaboration with Asus is actually growing stronger, and we're happy to say that across the entire device lineup, they've been using Qualcomm Snapdragon. Thank you very much, Johnny.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. So we're going to talk to you about what we have been doing together with Asus for Tango and with Google. We have worked to optimize the experience within the Snapdragon 821, Google Tango, and Asus technology, and we have done custom software optimization that is specifically designed to maximize the performance and the power efficiency of Tango in those devices. And we're very happy with this ability to have this feature in that smartphone. I agree with what Johnny said, that that's a must-have feature in a smartphone. Nothing will make us happier of people going and upgrade their phones because they want to use Tango, they want to use augmented reality. And I think we agree, with the comment from our, Johnny from Google, that those devices can do much more. We believe they can do much more, and working with partners like Asus and Google, we're making that a reality. The other comment is we believe that A21 is the perfect fit for the Zenfone AR. Tango and AR technology requires a lot of computing, intensive experience to happen into the smartphone to give you that capability. But you have to do this with a very power-efficient processor because users want to have that AR capability, but that's still going to be their smartphone for photos, for music, for video, or for phone calls, for social media, for communication. And you can't compromise the size and the battery life. And the A21, working together with Asus, we can deliver excellent user experience with cutting-edge computer vision, 3D graphics, and sensor processing integrated into the Snapdragon 821.
Especially the time stamping, synchronized. That's very important.
Very important. And we can do this on a single SoC, single fully integrated SoC. There's no need for external co-processors. Everything is done using the capability of the Snapdragon 821 single SoC. And we can deliver high performance with long battery life. And when we think about that, it's this new way of computing that we call heterogeneous computing. We have a number of different processors in the Snapdragon 821, from the CPU, the DSP, which is our hexagon, DSP, our Spectra, image signal processors, the GPU for graphics, and our always on aware sensor core. And we can do this accelerating Tango computer vision use cases in the Asus Zenfone AR. And we developed the hardware so all of those components can all be used at the same time when required in an efficient manner with minimum CPU overhead. This will keep power consumption as low as possible and will deliver the high performance that you would expect out of the Zenfone AR for the Tango use cases. But you should be able to go see that yourself on the Zenfone AR during the demo. So finally, I just want to say that we're thrilled with collaboration we have with Asus. It's a great partnership, and thank you again, Johnny, to have us joining you in this great event.
Thank you, Cristiano.
Thank you.
Very
so
enlightening.
Much. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Zenfone AR is the world's first Tango-enabled and Daydream-ready smartphone with 8 GB of RAM, Qualcomm Snapdragon S821, and a WQHD Super AMOLED display that are perfectly infused to give you the most immersive AR and VR experience, all inside such a slim and stylish form factor. It will be available in Q2. Thank you. I hope you are as excited as I am about the Zenfone 3 Zoom and Zenfone AR. Both products are the produce of relentless effort and precision. I would like to invite our friends who joined us on this journey in search of incredible to join me on stage for a photo.
Please welcome Jerry Shen, Cristiano Amon, Johnny Lee, Jeff Kerwin, and Eric Hermanson.
Thank you. Appreciate it.